in December 1967, Otis Redding died in a plane crash when the light aircraft he was traveling in went down over a lake in Wisconsin. It also killed the soul group the Bar-Kays at the same time. James Brown's fate, it seems, was different. So he was left alive and he was pretty much forced to perform and be an asset of the industry for the next 30 odd years. And he became what was known as the hardest working man in show business. That was his nickname, but possibly not through choice. So he was doing tours and churning out albums and shows all the way through until his death in December 2006. So all these three artists died in the month of December. And you come to realize that the occult controllers of the music industry do a lot of their stuff according to ritual dates, which are very significant and very important to them. So James Brown died in hospital. He went in for what should have been a routine operation and came out in a body bag. And so that's all three of those artists who had dared to go up against the controllers of the industry machine, and that was their ultimate fate. So it seems that these occurrences are sent out as a possible warning sign for any other artists who might think, oh, we're going to break away from the industry and do things under our own terms, as a little reminder of what might happen to you if you dare to go up against the industry. So, as I said before, there's a line. And once these artists cross that certain line, they are completely owned, completely controlled, and there's no way of ever going back. Many of these artists have thought that they can go back, but they come to discover that there's no way back. And I think when you get to the likes of, for example, the Rolling Stones, Sir Mick Jagger, and the rest of the Stones, you get the surviving Beatles, Sir Paul McCartney, if that's who it really is. That's a different show.
Yes.
Sir Ringo Starr, Sir Elton John, Sir Rod Stewart, Sir Tom Jones, Sir Cliff Richard. When you get to artists of that ilk, is there a trend emerging here? I can't they know better than to go against their controllers, their paymasters, their overlords. They know to just keep performing. That's why most of them are still out on stage into their 80s, still doing tours, slogging it out on the circuit, because they know you don't go up against these people. You do what
Yeah.
you're told. And if you do what you're told, you can get the mansions and the yachts and the women and the drugs. But unfortunately, you no longer have a mind or a soul to call your own. And if we think back to 2020 and all the stuff that was getting pushed then, all these assets, all these household names were singing from the same hymn sheet. They were all absolutely on message with the very same stuff that was getting put out there, all the propaganda, not one dissenting voice. Or if there were dissenting voices, they were the ones that we spoke about earlier, Van Morrison, Eric Clapton, and we know what happened to them. They're still alive, but they don't really talk about this stuff anymore.
Closed down.